This is Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Voyager class Megatron. Uh, I was initially confused with the pictures of this figure. I wasn't too sure about how big he was or how bulky he was based on the pictures and some of the reviews. Um, it looked like he was a very, very huge Voyager class, but in reality he is just a regular sized Voyager class. He's right there. Just to give you a size comparison, here he is with classic Starscream. So it's not too big, not too small, just right, I think. Now, initially I had no plans on getting the Leader Megatron uh, because I wanted to stay away from the leaders until clearance came. So I thought this was a good substitute. But seeing the detail on this one and on the Leader class by far is the most movie accurate one, I think. And if you're looking for a good Megatron figure, the Leader class is the way to go. But I mean, just for the money, it's been it's going for retail. I'm just not ready to get him right now. So I decided to get this one instead, and I'm very pleased with this figure. He doesn't have all that silver. He just has silver highlights, but he's more of a teal gray, algae type of green color. He's mistransformed, obviously. I've mistransformed his backpack to give him sort of like a like a demon Megatron look. I mean, I think it looks better this way rather than the conventional way of transforming him. Very awesome. I mean, the head sculpt on this guy is just stellar. I mean, it can rival the Leader class in my opinion. It doesn't have light. Well, it does have a little bit of light piping, including some mouth piping, light piping in the mouth and in the eyes, and I think it's a pretty good substitute for the Leader class if you're not into Leader class figures, especially with posability. This figure is heck of a lot more posable than the Leader class. You can get him into a lot more serious poses than the Leader class, which is probably just in front view. This one you can give him a side view, 3/4 view, and he'd be awesome. Great waist articulation, very tight. He's got ratchet hip joints that go in and out. They go forward and backward, and they bend at the knee. Right here. Oops. Yeah, right there. You can bend at the knee, and part of the foot bends because of the transformation. He's a very stable figure. He retains that kind of the V-shaped feet, just like in the Leader class figure. The toes do move up and down because of transformation. A little bit springy right here, which is kind of annoying, but that's okay. Just likes to pop up and down. The shoulders do move up and down because of the transformation. They rotate 360 on ratchets, and another joint here to make it go in and out. It does rotate above the bicep with a little bit of Mech Alive feature right there, showing you the insides, but you know, I'm not a big fan of Mech Alive. Same thing with this hand, the withered hand, and strangely enough, the missile is not on the cannon. Sorry, the missile, it's very loose. The missile is not on the cannon hand, it's on the withered hand, which does fire a good deal. But you can display him without the missile, I think, which is a lot better. This other hand's gimmick is more of a automorph gimmick. If you close up the forearm, the claw goes back, it folds up, and then you can. This one is not on a spring. This is the only one that's on automorph. So you can open up the thumb, and then if you move the forearm outward, it moves out the claw. If you extend the whole forearm all the way, it will form the sword that all the Megatron figures, almost all the Megatron figures have, which we'll probably see in the movie. So it's pretty amazing. I like this. This is my favorite part. And again, I'm a big fan of Automorph, more than Mech Alive. And you know, despite not having the missile, I think this is a good substitute. Very nice. Reminds me of that Masters of the Universe figure, Clawful, with a big claw. Okay. His head is on a ball joint. and on a hinge, so you can get a lot of decent posability because of the transformation. That's it for articulation. Very nice. Let me just show him off in, well, how he should be transformed. The boring use of the kibble. That's his official mode, bot mode, which is probably right, because she's not supposed to have wings. A little bit boring. A huge backpack right there. I think it's better with the demon style wings for Megatron. But again, a good figure to have. I mean, if you had doubts about this Voyager class figure, it's an amazing bot mode. The alt mode is a little bit lacking, as we will see later, but just for the alt mode, this guy is amazing. I think if you're not into the leader class, this is a wonderful substitute. I hardly see any flaws in him, and I actually like him right now. Looking to like him more than a leader class, but I haven't got the leader class, so I'm sorry I cannot compare him with this guy. Decepticon symbol, huge Decepticon symbol right there. Okay, to transform him, very easy. I mean, for a Voyager class, you just straighten out the legs. Okay, straighten out the head, like that, and his faceplate goes down, like so. These are on joints that easily pop off, so be wary of that. Okay, now the withered hand is going to form the tank cannon. So let me just, okay, which you want to do is, oops, it's hitting stuff. Fold it up and then inside that space right there. Very snug. He's a little bit asymmetrical in alt mode, as you will see later. And then rotate the arm so that the button is on top. Okay. What else? Okay. Transform the legs. These armor plating are on springs, so be careful that you don't break them when you transform them. They do like to snap on and off. Bend the toes forward, fold the heel in or out, like so. I'm happy with this guy's transformation. It's not too hard, not too easy, just right. Okay, and then you want to form the whole tank tread bit on his legs, like so. And then I'll fold this up. Yeah, and then you want to move it to the side, upward, like that. Like that. And then this arm, you just fold nicely at the back, like so. Don't worry about it, it's going to be hidden when in tank mode. And then this one folds out. Sorry, let me just, okay, like that. Okay, and then lastly, you just want to collapse the whole wing assembly. Like so. Fold out these. They've got the small wings have tabs, which tab onto the side, like so. Again, right here, and these two just fold forward, and that is his tank mode. Okay, put the nacelle in. Very interesting. Let me show that more. Looks like a turtle, if you ask me. I'm not too hot about this tank mode. The turret does move up and down, but that's it. Nothing more you can do with that. He still has the thrusters, and these look like, I don't know, propeller thrusters. The tank treads do roll. They have wheels right here and wheels up in front, so they will roll very nicely. But that's about it. It's a very boring alt mode, if you ask me, but very nice all in all. I highly recommend this. I mean, if you don't want to buy the leader class, this is a good figure to pick up. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Voyager class Megatron.